Alright, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to you, how about Shem Yahushai. Double honor to our elders and apostles who taught us his truth. And peace, blessings to your brothers who's doing his work in truth and in sincerity. Alright, so Salakia, if the background's a little loud, it's raining out here in Philadelphia. But I'm in transit, just wanted to share a few words, ultimately just about, stressing and worrying in this world. The scriptures say, no man that warreth entangleth himself, with the affairs of this world. Paraphrase. And that's true. We're in a spiritual war. We're warring the flesh against the spirit, righteousness against wickedness, good against evil, Israel against Esau, ultimately. So, we're in a war right now. First and foremost with ourselves, and fighting the flesh, and benefiting and growing our spirit. That's first and foremost, right? And then second, it's fighting the good fight of faith and enduring, all the trials and temptations and all the things that Esau throw at us, man. So, and I know sometimes it can be a little easy to get into a state of worry, or sort of stress, if you will. But you got to remember the scriptures. That's why the scriptures say that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right, in Isaiah, all right, it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. That's going for now and for coming into the darker times that we're getting ready to come into. The darker times we're getting ready to come into with Jacob's trouble, the famine of the word, famine of bread and water, chaos, anarchy, all those things that are going to come within Jacob's trouble. So we have to make sure that we're grounded now and rooted, deep in our faith, encouraged in the blessings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, so Rock 2 and 10 says, does any called on the Lord and he has, confounded them, roughly paraphrased? Has anybody trusted in the Lord and he has forsaken them? No. That's why it says, look at the generations of old. Right? These scriptures were written for our learning. So when you are feeling in a state of panic or worry, you need to come back into the scriptures and read the accounts of your ancestors, man. Because all of your ancestors that trusted in the Lord, were delivered and blessed in one way or another. So what more are you? If you're doing all the things that you need to do for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're putting off the mortal, and through the mind, you're putting off the flesh and you're putting on the spirit. You're being a true and faithful servant. You're being brotherly and charitable. All right. If you're a teacher, you're going out and you're doing the work. If you're doing all those things, and you're praying, you're in the spirit. You have to believe that the Most High is going to deliver you from all the shit that you're going into. Right? On the low level, the things that we go through here in this life, bills. Brothers might have ailments. Brothers might just be catching hell with family, baby mom, kids. All different type of things, man. There's no need to worry. Just put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and do the work. Do the work. Both in the spirit and in the flesh, whatever it is. If it's money issues, man, pick up a second job, apply for a second job, or pick up some more shifts at work, or pick up a side hustle like Uber or Lyft or something, you know what I mean? And do that on the weekends for a couple hours. If that's really what, whatever that is for you, you have to put the work in, trusting Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Most High is going to make the plays, man. He's going to put the pieces together. And in your time, you'll be delivered. Hey, sometimes it might take a long time, but you might be a little inconsistent with what you got to do, but you got to stay consistent. You got to stay grounded. Right? Even as I'm out here driving and it's pouring down rain, man, I'm trusting how Shem Yahushua is going to keep me. People drive crazy. It's a lot of shit that can happen out in the world, man. A lot of things that can happen out here. You can't allow worry, stress, and fear to rule your life, or you'll never go anywhere, man. gotta take chances in this truth, man. All right, you gotta be willing to try new things. You gotta be willing to make necessary sacrifices and cut people off in this world, and you know what I mean. Go out in the highways and the hedges and be seen. You know, you gotta be willing to do these things. You know, that goes for anything in life. All right, the greater the risk, the greater reward. And doing this work is a risk. You know, we're risking our lives and freedom to do so. It's only a matter of time before Esau gets the capability and power. He has the power, but before he can get the political and visual okay to be able to round us up and, you know, demonize us. You know, and then all it takes is a false flag, man. All it takes is one false flag to demonize the Israelites, and they get the ability and the okay, the acknowledgement to be able to demonize and round up the Israelites, man. You know? So you being in this truth, you're automatically made a prey to this world. You know? But little does Esau know, we're really the predators, man. We're just moving at our own time. You know, our power comes from on high. Most High is going to give us that power. He's going to give us that glory in due time. But you got to endure. You have to believe. Ultimately, you have to believe, because faith without works is dead, right? You show your faith through your works. Whatever that is pertaining to. Whether it's pertaining to doing this work, whether it's pertaining to keeping the law, statutes, commandments, whether it's pertaining to an actual life situation, and you have to maybe do certain things, you know what I mean? Show that you believe in the Lord, man. You have faith. So no matter what it is, fear not. Alright? What does it say in Luke? Yahushua said, fear not, little flock. It is my Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And the kingdom starts from within first, and then it manifests on the outside. So you have to be king-minded now. Right? Understanding that all things come in this due time. You know? And it's like I said, it's just spiritual rant. It's really just talking about stress and worry, you know? And however you take this, hopefully you can apply it to your life. You know, maybe I'm sure it's a lot of us out there that has things going on in our lives right now that kind of causes us to be a little worrisome, you know, or causes us a little stress. You know, things that ultimately we either can control, we can't control. You know, we have a tendency of stressing over things that we can't control, but we also have a tendency of stressing over things that we can control. And you know, both are wrong, man. There's no need to stress. There's no need to worry. Right? Be of an even calm mind. All right. Be prudent. Analyze. Trust in the Lord. And do what you got to do, man. You know. If you feel your spirit getting weak, there's no need to worry. All right, it's good to feel that fear that the Most High may, you know, of what can happen if the Most High, you know, takes the spirit from you. That's good, because that keeps you on your toes. But you know what you need to do, so do what you got to do. No sense in worrying and stressing about, damn, man, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, just find a way to get yourself in the spirit. All right. Joshua 1:8 says, meditate therein. All right. It says, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, and you shall meditate therein day and night, right? So that your works and your ways shall be successful. So if you want to be successful in the things that you do, you know, whether it's getting your health together, whether it's getting your spirit together, whether it's growing in knowledge, you know, whether it's whatever. If you want to be successful and succeed at something, you have to first and foremost trust in the Lord, man. That's the point. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, this video was edifying. Just wanted to share those words. You know, Lord willing, you take what you can. Till next time, shalom.